Pizza for me.
Haven't you always been wanting one of these cakes? I mean, not like this, but haven't you always been wanting one?
Yeah.
Well, I guess we could get it. Not this one, but
I've kind of sort of lost interest.
yeah. It's pretty good though.
Good job, everybody. Okay, so just because one of the things that I've learned early on in Rainbow, and why I always have coined my dad as Superman, this is my Batman, but I've coined Daddy as Superman because I can remember riding with him seriously since I was 4 years old, and it did not matter, y'all, and sometimes we were pulling up to a 5-star restaurant, and sometimes we were at a drive-thru. But that man did the exact same show every single time. Every single time! It didn't matter what it looked like. I watched him do the same show, and I learned that it doesn't matter what it looks like on the outside. When you go, you go. And you do the same show, and you don't shortchange that machine, because sometimes people that you think you wouldn't, and that's why I don't even think anything anymore. You know, I don't even let it bother me or anything. I don't even let it in because I just do the same thing. If I take an appointment, now I'm going to tell you, it makes me feel a lot better when I know where I'm going. Okay? But sometimes you can know where you're going and then you get there and you're like, what? And it doesn't make sense or it doesn't match up. But you don't ever know where somebody puts their value. You don't. Because I could look at this person and do you remember what they said, Jim? This is my husband and wife. I didn't know really what this person did because from the outside looking in, it was different than what is it that you actually did?
Oh, I'm a retired farmer. I've got 6,000 acres of cotton.
I bet you know a lot of people.
Yep.
You've been in the same area for a long time. What does your wife do?
She's a retired nurse.
I bet she knows a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Did I hear her say, hadn't you been one of those rainbows?
I asked her. She said, yeah, but not that one.
Not that one. You know, sometimes when you prejudge, you know, you don't ever know who you're showing. And so the reason that I coined him back to what I was saying to Superman is because he did the exact same show no matter what every single time. And you know what? People had spent sometimes $100 for their vacuum cleaner. Sometimes the people had spent $300 for their vacuum cleaner. Sometimes the people had spent $500 for their vacuum cleaner. Sometimes the people had spent $1,500 for their vacuum. It went up to $3,500 sometimes that people are spending on their vacuum cleaners. And do you know that every single one of those demonstrations he did it the exact same way? Every single one of those vacuum cleaners did the exact same thing. It didn't matter how much they spent on it either. And so when we do the exact same show, when we have ability to buy, everybody should be a yes. Regardless if we leave it or not, they should want it and understand what they're saying yes or no to. But they don't understand it if we're shortchanging that demo because we've already decided something for them. Does that make sense? We can't prejudge. It taught me not to prejudge, which is not a good characteristic trait anyway. So that's why I love Rainbow. It just attracts to the core really good people. And you don't ever know. It's nice to know, though, where you're going, and how do you find that information is easiest in the home. Does that make sense? People will do the hard part for you, which is getting you in the next home, because typically people don't like salespeople until they're ready to buy something. And at the beginning of our show, nobody is ready to buy anything. They're only doing it for a friend or family member, and but for them, we wouldn't even be there. And so the first 10 minutes that we're in someone's home, we need to make it 5-star. Selling ourselves and establishing rapport and do a really good job with the experience that they're experiencing the first 10 minutes that you're in that home, because this is going to set the tone of what they eat and what they ingest in their body. Does that make sense? If they are really, really, really having a good experience with us, And one of the first things I like to do is take the monkey off their back. Sometimes people are not ready to look at it, don't want to look at it because they don't want to waste anybody's time and they don't think that they want anything that we've got. They already have a list of other things they got to do. It doesn't involve Rainbow, I promise you. Not at this point. And so everybody's like, And we got to make it like this, okay? We got to make the experience good. And so one of the first things I like to do is just thank people. Talk to them for a minute. Did you shoot that deer? Lord have mercy, you can open up some conversation with that. You know? Lord, if you go to Teresa's house, oh my gosh, her husband's got some really cool stuff. But seriously, I was like, did you kill that bear? I opened up a string of things. Her husband's a bear. He killed this big bear. It's the most amazing thing. But I've gotten to know some of the coolest people and met some of the coolest folks just by getting to know people, by breaking bread with them, and not being perceived as a salesperson, but just as a person that's thankful that somebody came and showed my mom and dad something that changed my life. May or may not change yours. Good thing is you don't have to buy anything in order to help me out. I get credit just for being here. Our company thanks you. Thank you.
Sorry. Sorry.
But our company thanks you by giving you a 3-day, 2-night vacation. That's why we give away the vacations, you guys. Tell people about that. 2 nights in a Marriott at a peak season or not a peak season, you still spend a couple $100, $300 or $400
A night.
A night.
Yeah.
I know. So thank them for their time and give them that nice free gift. And then I want everybody to do the Rainmate presentation in the kitchen. Get it close to them. Make them want it. Go over all the things that it does. And then they will want it. Because they think that they're getting ready to see a vacuum cleaner, and now we're showing them this cool little thing that makes everything smell good. And it's going to help them breathe better. And they can already smell it, and everybody's having fun. And get the kids involved. And show them how they can change the fragrances without changing the water. And make them really want that, and then tell them very easily how they can get one. They can either buy one for $150, or they can get us into 4 homes. Nobody has to buy anything. They just have to let us come over and do the show. We need them to be CEOs, couples employed, owning their own home. We don't want to leave anybody out, though. So anybody that you know of that's not a couple that's employed, that's bless you, owning their own home, jot them down at the bottom. We're going to go over that person at the end. Top 4 people, I want them to be CEOs, though, because if I show 4 people for you, you can get one of these Rainmates. How'd you like to have one? Bless you.
Sorry.
Easiest way to get people on the phone is to put them on a contest. Just like I told you guys a few minutes ago, for every CEO that you said I would give you a fragrance, tell your customers that. While you're there, if they like you, tell them that you're going to put them in a contest. How'd you like to have 2 Rainmates? Well, if they like 1, how about 2? 2's always better, right? For every appointment that you get on the phone right now and set, I'm going to give you a fragrance. Who do you know that we can call right now? When you get on the phone, here's what I want you to tell them. I need your help, and I want you to do me a favor, and then I want you to take a breath. If you call somebody that knows you and loves you, they are going to say yes. It's all in the way that you ask them, and I need your help. Will you please do me a favor? A big deal in that. I'm going to be here with you, and the next thing I want you to say is I need you to look at something for me. It's called a rainbow. They either are or are not going to have ever heard of rainbow. I like to not leave my customer, because if somebody needs an explanation of that, I'm going to help them make the people understand. But basically, I need you to tell your friends that I need them to look at something called a rainbow, so they don't have to buy anything. They're going to get something for their time, the vacation, 2 nights at a Marriott, and make sure you tell them that they're helping you get something that you want, and that's the Rainmate. And once you get the agreement for me to do it, that it's okay for me to come over, I want you to hand the phone to me, because I've got my appointment book right here. And for every appointment that we can get set tonight while I'm here, I'm going to give you a fragrance. Who do you know that we can call right now? I'm in a big contest, and it helps me out too. I can earn gas cards for every appointment called in. And I'm a competitive person. And so when I compete, I like to win. And so who do you know that we can call right now? And I really need an appointment tomorrow night, anytime 5 o'clock or after. The easiest time to set appointments is right then in that home. And the people will get really, really, really excited about it if we get them excited about what we've got. And then reward them with tangible things that they get to keep that night. I'm a big, if I get it right now, I do work harder person. You know, I think most people are like that. How'd you like our skit? Was that good? Yeah?
I'm upset they have ruined his cake.
This is such a good cake too, really. Where everybody's going to get a piece of this cake. I think Mom's going to take it across the new people, and Dad's going to come up here and do a little bit of advanced training. There's something that me and Candace wanted to talk about as far as setting appointments too before all that happens. But what we want to do right now is anybody that is new, that is wanting to look at the 20 demo program and setting up fast starts and getting yourself started in Rainbow, I want you to go across the hall. But if we need to take a break and stretch for a few minutes and grab some water, we can. But you're going to be going into my office right across there. And then we're going to bring everybody back in here at the end, and we're going to do spins and letters and payroll. And my contest for next week, Troy, I want you to put where you want people to send these pictures, because we are going to be having a before and after contest. Troy has got some examples that were sent in this week that are awesome examples. One of them is with the shampooer. One of them is somebody who cleaned their car seats out with a mini jet. Amazing before and afters from the Rainbow. And so all of your shows that you're on this week, I want everybody to send befores and afters to Troy. And he's going to give you the email that he wants you to send it to. And every Monday night, we're going to have a phase of our meeting that we're going to let everybody, look at that. We're going to vote on which one is the best. And then there's going to be a great prize. I don't know what it is going to be yet. What do y'all like? What do you want? But we're going to do, isn't that awesome, y'all?
It is.
That's amazing.
I know who that is.
We don't get to tell around here. We just
Watch how we pan around. Whose car might that be?
It was not my car. My car has a little.
That's Vaseline.
That's what?
Vaseline.
Oh my
Oh my.
He was covered from head to toe. 2-year-old. And why?
Y'all like the before and the after? I know I have seen, I have found some mean looking stains out of people's houses that were so beautiful, and we do need to start taking befores and afters. And so every week we're going to vote on that. Who has the best before and after? And I think that's going to be fun. Y'all like that? We're going to think of some good prizes too.
And
Everybody
unless
got my email
you can
address,
have people
Troy,
dirtying up
Rainbow.
their carpet just thinking.
I think we're going to have a prize table for that. So we'll have more than one, because Mom said movie tickets. I was thinking more like, I like rainbow stuff, like a rainbow shirt or a rainmate. We have beach towels. Whatever it is, we need a suggestion box. We need a suggestion box of ideas that y'all want.
I don't care.
Because we're going to make a prize table. And the biggest thing is I want y'all to be doing the befores and after, because you're going to win something.
Troy at
I like to
rainbowtable.com.
Rainbow, rainbow.
Yep.